Okay. So, the blind prophet, I'm hoping is gonna work. Because actually this is, like, for me this is way too loud. I don't know how it is on the stream. But I'm hoping that the sound effects because there's no specific sound effects here. Also, you can't drag this. Let's just say I hope that this is not so loud constantly. So let's start with the Blind Prophet, our first story game for the stream cycle. The time has come, Apostle. The damned are calling you. Forgive them their sins. And punish their tormentors. Don't be afraid, sweetie. Here, it's all I have. Oh, nice. Hands off, monster. Release her and leave now. Imagine him just being like 30 meters away from land. Where did you come from? Don't be a fool. Let her go and disappear. I'll do exactly what I want, and you go fuck yourself. I see. The Sirens of Gore Bay. Gore Bay is a beautiful name, yeah. Tutorial. To interact, click on the surrounding area, then choose any action. Here, try to talk with the young girl. Take. Yes, I'm gonna take the young girl. Broken barber pole. Ooh, attacker's hand. So, what do I have here? I had only just arrived when I came across a possessed man attacking a young girl. His trail should lead me to the demon who corrupted him. Oh, I thought that was a stylistic choice, that he had that hair. Ooh, interesting. Yesterday I came across completely randomly the last season of Supernatural. That I haven't seen because I basically stopped at, like, I want to say season 12, 11, something like that. But yeah, even on the final season, I mean, nothing is particularly missed. As nice as some of the story ideas still are, the execution in the last seasons is so ass. And yeah, it was kind of like a slow decay, but it definitely was very noticeable in the prior seasons as well. Like, I mean, basically after season 5, but yeah. When things were actually special. Especially, maybe it is just because of how I always like it when gods are actually gods. And they are trying to play, like, even the god they are playing around with with making him like superhuman and kind of weak and like pretty much a pathetic evil guy. And yeah, I don't know. That was not the stakes that I wanted the show to have. Especially because lower demons were actually a big thing in the beginning, and I would have really liked it if gods had like not such a big involvement. It is actually much more that if you are meeting gods, you are in for a treat of an episode, because yeah, you don't just go out to kill a god, or when you do, it's actually a big thing across the whole universe. Um, that I would have liked much more, but then the gods just became like, uh, they are basically weaker than like werewolves or vampires, so eh, who cares about them? And yeah, obviously with the decline of like the special effects and the fight choreography and blah, and obviously dialogues, and then also like the intention was kind of missing, and it was constantly revolving around itself, and it became stuck like in a rut of just having their own kind of dynamic, basically being more important than what they are dealing with, which I would have liked it much more if they stuck with the cases, and like what they tried in the end was that they are going back to this monster of the week thing, which yeah, absolutely correct. It's a nice thing to do. And it always had like those small involvements in the first few seasons, where yeah, you could see, oh, it's a monster of the week thing, but it is nudging us in the direction where we want to go. Now we already know what the big plot is, or we are actually seeing the evil guys more or less already enacting their stuff. And it takes away so much of the mystery and of the thrill, and makes everything kind of because of like, oh, the brothers and the big bad evil, so that when you're arriving at the monster of the week, it feels like I mean, we are basically just doing this to fill the season, right? Like, it's not important what we are doing here. And then especially like in the last season, from what I've then seen, the 2 episodes yesterday, like they are just slaying people, and it's I don't know, maybe it's a thing that is gonna get worked up, that oh yeah, the big bad guy is making them do that. But yeah, they're not even questioning what they're doing, like, oh yeah, we are just killing monsters. That was a big thing in the first few seasons. That yeah, there's still some humankind in them, and that they can obviously control themselves, and that there was other people controlling them sometimes. We now know that, and we are still just treating them as just flat out monsters, and I really don't like that. I think that takes away a lot of the charm that the early seasons had. So even those callbacks to oh, this is how we structured old episodes, they feel kind of mute, and especially with those guys, where it was supposed to be like, oh yeah, the whole hierarchy of hell, but it felt such isolated instances, and there was never anything that it amounted to. So yeah. Lucifer, the fallen angel, uses his rhetorical powers to fool the candid, and the light that he spreads will blind them into madness. Once under his influence, the fanatical crowd will repeat his irrational slogans for his greater pleasure, and violently spread his insane doctrine. Mm-hmm. Asmodee, master of luxury and fleshly pleasure. Slaanesh. Slaanesh is such a weird one. I saw a video yesterday of the goddess Slaanesh. And it's such a weird thing that we constantly do this with, like, oh, pleasure is such a bad thing. And yeah, absolutely, but more like human pleasure. I would think that gods actually work differently, or immortal beings work differently with what they kind of derive pleasure from. Um, it seems so humanizing when you're saying like, oh yeah, and they are pleasure seekers, so obviously they need to be evil. They need to do the most deprived stuff. Like, yeah, I think that can definitely be an aspect of it, but isn't there also pleasure in like building something up, or like community, or seeing something that you can actually like is there greater pleasures than actually having like a home or a group or like some anchor point in your life that you can return to, or like reap something that you have sown. um, just watching other people be happy also works for us humans to make us happy, like that there is a community. And it always feels so mute when we are doing this, like, oh yeah, they are gods of pleasure, so they seek absolute pleasure, and that means it's always destruction. I think that is so flat. Asmodee releases his praise inhibitions and enjoys enticing them into more and more transgressive and violent sexual fantasies. Beelzebooth. Beelzebooth? Psychopath, bottomless pit of hate and anger, also shameless manipulator. Just kind of like, wouldn't you as a angry person not be a really bad manipulator? Because when you're angry, you're not actually using a strategic thought. He will twist the suffering of his victims into satisfaction. He has no other desire than endless brutality amongst all men, everywhere and forever. Baal, Lord of Plague and Disease, Baal spreads his scourge through drugs and addiction, reveling in the growing lethargy of his apathetic masses. Satan is an artist of subversion and chaos. Wherever there is a virtuous cycle or circle, he will pervert it to a vicious one, and exult at the sight of the resulting malefic order. Mammon. This emperor of profit destroys the sane basis of human society to satisfy his insatiable thirst for money. I could definitely see that working. The gain is good only when the labor is hard, and he'll vampirize the vital strength of the workers caught in his system. So yeah, systematic kind of power struggles. That is actually pretty interesting in my mind. There's I saw this the other day with an analysis video of the Marvel movies, or of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where Loki actually as a trickster god and blah, and how he is trying to actually spread like uncertainty and kind of like assert himself as a power player, and then it felt so weird that he is actually in the episodes of his TV show. There is a whole system that is working against him, which is changing him. I'm guessing that, yeah, he learned something from it. What he should learn is ways of actually corrupting and even more cruelty. Because there's a much better way than what he actually did in the Avengers movies, where he was just sitting in this kind of I don't know how to say it, he was so convinced of himself as a god, as a higher being, but then obviously he wanted to be caught by the Avengers, so he had to play it as well. For that, humans had to play with him, to like, oh, he's presenting himself as, oh yeah, I'm the invader of this world, and I'm a god, and so you are all in great danger, and so kneel before me. And then it was this like hammer into the face of the viewers, where the scene in Berlin where Loki is towering over the humans or a crowd, and he wants them to kneel, and there's this one guy that stands up. Oh, I know that we knelt back then because of the one big angry guy, thinking of himself more than he was, and we are not gonna kneel. And the question was, like, why are you doing this? Like, what is the gain for this here? Is it like the whole gesture of, no, we are not gonna be ruled by the Nazis again, and then there needs to be a Captain America that swoops in. Yeah, I smash Nazis, and you are one, to Loki, and it felt so like, why do we want, like, are they serious with painting a picture like that? Wouldn't it be much better to just kneel? Like, we have this in Germany. We actually have this in America, where we Germans are looking at Americans and go like, wow, you guys are definitely obsessed with the Nazi stuff. How does that go together with we defeated the Nazis, and now you are like running around with your like genetic stuff, like oh, we are so much better than the rest of the world, and here I have some Nazi paroles, and have some Nazi salute, and hail to the people, that are definitely spreading exactly the ideas that you are so proud that you defeated with the Nazis. And I'm not like as a German, I'm looking at it and I'm going like, wow, that is. I don't know how Americans do it, because that seems like going in completely different directions, but it seems to work for them again. Like I said, I don't understand Americans. But in Germany, it also happens. Obviously, like I said this yesterday, all Western democracies are getting that overtone window shift towards right-wing extremism being, or like the radical right-wing ideas becoming more and more acceptable. And that system of actually being afraid to speak out, of seeing, or of like actually feeling that there is a majority or something that you're not being saved by, even though there is a strong state and there is a police force that says, oh, we have the monopoly towards violence. So no, you're not actually feeling it. You're kind of feeling, oh, if I'm out on the street, I don't really want to meet the people that even nowadays in bright daylight, show you the Hitler salute, or just spray their Nazi symbols somewhere. And it feels like we are kind of dragged into that, because there's such a systematic shift again, or like a systemic shift, not just in politics, but also within the people's minds. What can be said, and what are the problems, and how they should be approached, and how we should actually approach each other. And it feels kind of helpless in a way. So you don't really know what to do about it. There's nothing to really grasp at it. There's not one person to just, oh yeah, you stop that. No, it's something insidious, and I would have thought that with the demons as well, like money seems so profane, but it. Like money is such an insidious tool that works on such a very, very basic level. Like the same idea of here also it says the gain is good only when the labor is hard. Like that idea of like a meritocratic mindset of you need to earn everything that you have, and you need to actually keep it for yourself. And we yesterday there was a documentary about how we are feeling. We need to be ready for war again, and we need to stay safe. And there's people who let who have bunkers that they actually want to build into their homes, and they are giving the orders in ways that there's absolute secrecy around it, because they don't want the neighbors or people from the neighborhood to actually know that they would have a safe space in their home. So when something happens, they don't want the neighbors to actually come. They would rather have if we are actually attacked, we don't want the neighbors to actually think that they could also find safety, because hey, it's my money investment. And it is cartoonishly evil, but it is also something I get it. It's cartoonishly evil, so you don't want to write it because it feels cartoonish, and that is just not good. But when you know that this is also what happens in real life, it's just so yeah. There is something so with how do you discuss with something so stupid and so obviously evil? I don't know. I don't know how to do that. And apparently it is not figured out by our politicians either, because along with the overtone window, they are also shifting. For example, we had this in France, right? Just last week, with Le Pen getting told off by the court for, well, an obvious crime. Like there's no shadow of a doubt that she is guilty of what she has done. Like it comes with receipts that she has taken money from EU funds that were not actually hers to take. Or that for whom she used to pay with it. And it is like at least a few hundred thousands, if not like 4 million was also a house number that was perpetuated. So I don't know how much she actually. I did not read up on it so closely to know what kind of figure she actually then got penalized for. But I think it was like 400k or so, which is still like, for 400k, she doesn't have to sit in prison. She has to wear for 2 years. She has to wear a wristband or like an ankle band, and she can't actually run for political office, which is absolutely fair. Throughout the whole trial, she was like, "Oh, I'm not accepting this, and this is a witch hunt," and like that perpetuation of witch hunt. And the thing is, with her supporters and the absolute stupidity, and obviously they have something to gain from that directly, with saying, "Oh, we don't accept a court's decision." Like, yeah, you're right-wing extremists. Of course, you don't want a strong court to actually speak out about the behavior of right-wing radicals and people who want to actually change the laws, the basis of where the judicial system draws power from. So obviously they would have a point in doing that. But then the conservatives and the left-wingers came out of the woodworks. Just like in Germany, they are looking at it and go like, you know what? We don't like this. We might actually also spread the idea of that it is an unfair trial. We bombard our own judicial system that we as Democrats are looking at it and say they have talking points with this and blah. Like as if the judge should not have ruled guilty on something that is clearly what he has to do. That's his job. It's literally like there is no point in him being there if he doesn't actually speak a sentence. within the boundaries and confines of what he is supposed to be doing. So that guy is just doing, or girl or whatever, is just doing their job. Of course, there's a little bit of interpretation here, but yeah, no, that is the boundaries that it was judged in, and that is completely fine. And then the conservatives, and like I said, right-wing and left-wing radicals being like a complete horseshoe theory. Like every time that people say the horseshoe theory doesn't actually work and that is like a pseudo science thing, every time it seems to work out really well in actual reality. And they're coming out of the woodworks to say, "Oh no, I don't think that should be just accepted. Oh, that was a mistake by the court," and like they're spreading that kind of idea, kind of supporting the right-wing extremists, because hey, they've got a clear interest of their own. If the right-wing radicals and extremists are there, then we might actually say more radical stuff as well. And they are pushing the overtone window so that we don't have to, so that we can radicalize ourselves as well. And it's such a, like, that is how politics then endanger the democracy. And yeah, it also comes with that idea, yeah, but it is our right to actually say that. And same with this, like, oh, it's our meritocratic right, and we have been born here, so we have that right, like as if humankind, we were born within the borders, the confinement of a country. Like, obviously, yes, borders are a reality as we have it, and that we have certain rights that are differing in certain cultures. Obviously, yes, we cannot forget where we came from, and yes, there is a past that is still to be honored. But that idea of we have a right to actually tell other people how to live and how to think and what is moral and morally just, and what can be done in the country and what can't be done, and that they would endanger even their own existence, the basis of their own existence, because they are still democratic parties. So what is the end game there for them? Is it like, we are radicalizing ourselves so much that we might as well, when democracy falls and when the judicial system doesn't hold anymore, that we are so radical that we are the ones profiting from it? Come on. So yeah, I think Mammon is much more insidious. It's so hard to actually write because it feels so flat to just say, yeah, money. But yeah, with money comes mindset, and I think writing mindset is kind of the way into it. How this is such an same thing with Satan, of how he corrupts the system, and it is kind of like perpetuating hatred. Like it is just perpetuating and propulsing itself forward into future generations. Vampirize the vital strength of the workers caught in the system. And yeah, so like that is what is it. Like a system is always more scary because it feels like you can't break out of it than an individual threat. And Leviathan, unique among the demons, he is a blind and destructive power falling upon men like the plagues of Egypt. This protean demon will relentlessly harass humans, devouring their tears and their corpses right to the last. Which feels like they're kind of biting each other. And I don't know where Lucifer stands amongst them. But I think he has the coolest description. The light he spreads that will blind them into madness. Especially like that, I mean, they are interfering a little bit. Same with Slanesh, where I think she is kind of interfering with a lot of domains from other gods, and then whatever writer comes around, they have to be like, but actually the real violence and the real corruption and blah, that is the domain of the other gods, and they have to. No, I think like a pleasure god that seeks pleasure and perfection in everything and whatnot would then also kind of interfere with or have a certain type of affinity to aspects of other gods in their because they are so ultimate in their whatever the domain is. Wait, what? Rotborg. So that's the name of this corrupted place. Can I use this? I've got no time to lose. Discuss. This sign won't say much more than what's written on it. Are you sure? If we were playing a Malkavian, I think we... when we knew... are we in Italy? What? Oh, I've already got shoes, and it's best to stay. This stays put here. Sure. Sorry, in frost. Two ancient rudders, a souvenir of times gone by. It probably means a lot to sailors. Let's discuss it. Starboard, is it left or right? I always forget. Didn't you actually? I mean, yeah, he came in a fisher boat, or in a in a little shabraka which did not even have any way to steer. Oh, Speedwagon, nice. And I can't even click on it. Oh well. An old barber pole abandoned here for some reason. So, Pole's your name, right? Such a big hand. He could have crushed this girl's head with ease. Let's use it! This will make a perfect bargain chip to force this thing to answer my question. Would you like to return to your owner? For the moment, I'll let it stay where it is. Oh, so I can't actually. An imported tuna box. Wait. Shouldn't they have local fisheries? Nonsense. It's useless. I'd better take care of this girl first. Oh, nice. Okay, so color scheme. I really like the color scheme here. Is this like a thing that this is Lucifer? I don't think so. But it would be really cool if there was like a... They've got different spots where they are more prevalent than others. Okay, there's a fire there also. But like I said, that was... like here, the cathedral. That is Asmodee. Like the Cathedral of Pleasure. Like I said, right down to me feeling like, oh, this is a Vampire the Masquerade game. Okay, so this tower would then be probably Mammon, right? And then this path would be Lucifer. I don't think that's the correlation, but yeah, something like that. Spreading corruption here. What was the other one? Beelzebub, yeah. Satan. She's shaking. She must be suffering from severe shock. Use the girl. As long as she is starving, she won't have the strength to help me. Take the girl. Not here. Okay. We'll do that somewhere else. Oh, my inventory. I thought I could unbelt first, yeah. Ooh, interesting. It's completely empty. I'll need something else to cheer her up. Do I need a hand? An empty bottle could be useful, but better not burden myself. When you talk with a bottle, that's the beginning of the end. I can't begin collecting every single thing I see. Okay. You're right. Yeah, it's okay, but I feel dizzy and my stomach is empty. And all this blood, I think I'm going to breathe in. I'll grab something for you to eat. Have some fish. This young girl is going to faint. Find something for her to eat in the area. Note that you can't always see your current mission by clicking on the face of the hero. You can always see your current mission. The young girl I just saved is going to faint. I have 36 seconds. I must find something for her to eat now. So if it is too loud, I'm gonna have a problem. Do you want to maybe... Okay. I don't need the box itself, but what's inside. There's a crack, but not wide enough to open it. I need something to pry it open. Don't I have a sword? I'm guessing I'm not using it for that. Can I actually go? Oh. Interesting. Oh, there's dead rats. Perfect. We can use the dead rats to open it. Gore Bay. Must be the city's docks. Sinister city. What secrets are you hiding? I'll take it. What would I do with that? Big plump dead rats. Must have been poisoned with arsenic. Actually, I feel pity for you. I'm not sure that she'll enjoy eating that. Lay my hand on these putrescent corpses? No way. A pile of things. Net anchors rusty old fishing material. Shabby state of this clutter says a lot about its usefulness. Nothing useful for me here. I'll still take it. A crowbar. Perfect. Hey, you there. Could you lend me a hand? I may have some use for that after I pick it up. Sure. Okay, but first I want to look at the billboard. Grave Penurie de Poison. Appel à la grave. I am not quite sure. Am I able to... Oh, sudden fish shortage. This article relates how overnight the fishermen couldn't find any fish off the coast anymore. Strange. The monthly bulletin from the major fishing companies, Merrill, Buckard, and sank at the same time. Wait, what? Oh, that's fishing ships? Strike call. The fishermen met in order to fight the crisis in the hopes of saving their livelihood. Bloody night in Rodbrook. The strikers forced their way into the town hall, cornered the police, shot into the crowd. 12 dead, 166 wounded, for God's sake. Ah, damn. Newspaper clippings, more recent. Wanted notice, desperate announcement and calls, long since fallen into oblivion. So can I actually go somewhere else? This girl is starving, can't leave her like that, must find something to eat. Okay. Okay. I thought like, oh my god, can I just go away? That's crazy. I don't know if that is necessarily just a thing to hand them. And there it is. It won't offer much of a conversation. A can of tuna, not very tasty, but it will do. Yeah, if I'm feeling sick, I kind of don't want a can of tuna. I'm gonna be honest. Thanks, can't say it's delicious, but it's fine. I nearly snapped. I really thought he was going to... For sure. Did you know him? What? Of course not. Oh, girl. What is with your eyes? Actually, what is with my eye? I'm not... That is a weird glow that I have there. He came out of nowhere and started chasing me. You know what? You can't actually see. You can't actually see. Right, so... I'm gonna get myself down here. There you go. I heard him grunt like a beast. And those red eyes, bloodshot. I saw that too. Does that happen often? Around you? Often? I don't know. Maybe yes. Well, we hear a lot of things, and one day it hits you.
Well.
Okay. Okay, that's all? Let's say it's nothing unusual for me. I can follow him, thanks to his trail of blood. What? Follow him? Are you mad? He might be armed, or maybe he has rejoined his accomplices. Who knows? You sliced his fucking arm, isn't that enough? No, it's not enough. I need him to answer my questions. Your questions? Now, you want to ask for an interview? I'm meeting all the crazy people. I mean, that is what happens when you are out at night at the pier to get some random tuna from it. Ah, yeah, that canned tuna. That brings all the girls to the pier late at night. I know what I'm talking about. Shut up. Anyway, that's none of your business. I'm leaving. No, I've had enough. I'm calling the police.
No.
You will call nobody. But for God's sake, what is wrong with you? I almost got raped, but my savior is a psychopath. And the sight of all his blood. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm not the best kind of savior, but... Not the best. Not the worst. This is a nightmare.
Oh,
Calm down. It's over. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm sorry. Well, how shall I put it? That kind of thing doesn't affect me anymore. Sorry, it's me. I thought that... Tell me, who in the hell are you? It would take too long, and I haven't got time. Let's just say that I came to put an end to all this. Alright then, I'll trust you. I don't know if that is more scary or less. Wait for me. I'll take you back home. Nah. We'll meet again soon and I'll tell you everything. Okay then, and thanks. Hey, wait, I own a tattoo salon in town. She doesn't actually look very tattooed, but okay, well, could be. If you need anything, you're welcome. Much appreciated. I always wanted a sexy tattoo, like just above my right ass cheek. Maybe the trunk of an elephant. Reminds me of home. Reminds me of father. I'll bear it in mind. Sure. Apostles also have special powers to progress in their hunt. Stalker's Eye allows you to detect demonic corruption as well as clues. Okay. Well, it's completely empty. I need something else. So I still can't actually take this. She's shaking. She must be suffering from severe shock. But can I still talk with you? No. Okay. I'll take this. I'm sure he would like to get it back. And he'll tell me what I want to know. I must find this guy to ask him some questions. Thanks to my power Stalker's Eye, it will be child's play. But I kind of do want to know. Oh, a submarine mine. Oh, phosphorescent coral. I actually, I would be super interested in experiencing this once. Like running around and that stuff. That seems super fun. I'm also not quite sure if that color is, if you're actually killing it. I don't know. It's probably like whenever something happens like that, oh, it's so pretty, it's like, and they are all dying. All the organisms in the water. Whenever they are glowing, it means that you're just killing them. It's their death struggle. That's an interesting thing to say for someone who doesn't want to contemplate. If I take any, their light will die. They belong here. The dying sparks of the campfire dance in the autumn breeze. This inspires silent meditation that I don't have time with the phosphorescent coal, but so I need to warm up maybe. I'll keep it in mind. What is that? What is Buddha had here? Ooh, a trash can. This bin is bursting. Isn't someone going to empty it? You don't have a dream job, but at least there's a nice view. Wait, what? Useless to the bottom half of a mermaid. Oh, I can actually go through here as well. That is nice. Fishing and rowing boats. The boats moored here must belong to the locals. I already have a rowing boat and mine is way better. Menth. I don't see how it could help me right now. Okay. A huge naval mine, presumably defused. Who the hell left it here? If it still worked, it might be useful, but it's very dangerous. I'd rather not. Okay, so what if I go here then? It is actually from the pier. Ah, that is very nice. Oh, warehouses. Warehouse in the distance. The harbor was obviously an important place for the city. Why not? The harbor always has a lot of stories to tell. A sexy poster, censored, looks like. Excuse me, miss, have you seen a man with a missing hand? It's not very useful. No way, I don't want that thing in my living room. I like that we, the mysterious Punisher guy, have a living room where we don't want something as obscene as this. A fountain that's dried up. Thirst, that's something I haven't felt in a long time. Come on, spit it out. There's nothing here to grab, really. I like the comments that it has. Ooh, police station. Here's the police station, but nobody's safe, even just outside. What's the point? Going to the police would be a tedious waste of time. I'll do better without them. They'll just say, we'll look into it, and do nothing as usual. I'd better avoid them. What the hell is that? Oh, hey. They have to sleep under the trees to shelter from the drizzle. There must be some use to them. They must have been sleeping and probably didn't see where the attacker ran. I can't wake them up for this. I'll have to find the information some other way. Not against these guys, but just because of the smell, I prefer not to. Exploded trash. An exploded trash can. Inexplicably and ridiculous, but somewhat not surprising. No. I clean up human waste from the street, not household waste. There's a bloodstained digicode with fresh fingerprints. Oh, that was stupid of you. I don't think it will understand much except in binary. Click on the outside to close. I don't know the code yet. I'll have to find another way. You're looking for something? What? Where did you come from? I didn't hear you coming. And yet here I am. You looked really interesting and interested in the digicode. Why did you want to get in? Maybe I could help you. I'm giving a surprise party there, but I can't remember the code. My wife is having an affair with another man. Well, I'm ashamed to say, but I think my wife has a date with a lover. A lover? That's crazy. Tell me, was he kind of plump with a big black beard? Yes, that's him. So don't worry, you won't catch him red-handed. Funny, funny. Well, I'm not a bad lad. I'll help you. At the end of the day, it's none of my business. I'm not perfectly sure, but I was lighting my pipe at the time. And it seems like he started with a 1. And he ended with a letter, but I can't say which one exactly. That's all I know. I owe you one. If we ever meet again, I can give you a hand. Don't hesitate. You helping me? That's things you hear. Ah, what? Wait, who are you? Do I know you? What? Okay, interesting. Well, I'm only a passerby. A simple passerby. See you soon, maybe, and good luck. Green? Red? A strange man gave me some hints for the door code. I don't know for sure. I know for sure that the first key is a 1 and the last letter is either a A or a B. Okay, so quite frankly, I don't really see anything that would hint at who he might have been. Like he had green on him, he had red on him. His speech bubble or his letters were of a hint of yellow. Not quite sure. So why a 1? Okay. That was convenient. I really like the style of the game though. I do have to say. Like, I love the use of color. And with the style that they're going with, especially like with the how they are drawing the eyes. I really like that. A wall corner. Well, the railing is bent here. I could easily jump over. And now that I'm over here, I'm not getting back. Was I supposed to take something? Because I don't know how to get back over there. An old fridge thrown here as if it were a dump. Could store a hand in it to keep it cool. No. A little cage for just one bird. A bird fancier must have lived around here. I doubt this will be handy to catch a kind of bird I'm hunting. A boring painting. It looks like it's been ripped with a knife. Who did this and why? An old anchor, well preserved. They are often used for decoration. Must have a lot of stories to tell. These two shin shutters will break open easily. If you put up too much resistance, I'll have to get through. Birdhouse. A birdhouse made of terracotta and hung by a string. Don't have anything. Of course. Trash. The manager didn't get the idea of putting the dustbins out, or maybe he's starting a collection. A big flagstone seems to open in the ground. There's a squared notch, most probably for a key. I mean, since I can't actually get back over here again, which was probably a mistake to just use this, but I was so confused that I could use this that I just had to click it. Some clothes are drying backyard, blah blah, meaningless. Don't see how it could be useful. Okay, well. No matter what I do, it's shut. Damn, it's banned. Well, I better drop it. The window is shut, but it won't be hard to break. It's impossible to discuss with this window, it's so close-minded. Well, I mean, anything that we would have found out in the open would have just led us around here anyways, right? A key holder with a car key and a sort of a DIY key. May not need any of those, at least not for now. I'll still take them. Oh, God damn it. Hey, is there nobody at the reception? Anyway, between dirty sheets and roaches, I'll leave a review on the website. These things are unacceptable. Very disappointed by the residence, which has lost its splendor of yesteryear. We remembered a charming family guest room, not this gloomy, dilapidated place. We have been waiting a fucking hour to leave this awful place. Shitty reception in a quite shitty city by. Why did you remove the bird cages and the traditional typical decoration? It was part of the soul of this place. Odd decision, and I won't even mention the stated rooms, of course. Okay, well, I guess I'm here again. A bloodstained key must have dropped it on the way in. Where are you going, little key? Key opens the locker, ought to be useful, blah. Ooh. Hey, it costs an arm and a leg. They must have, they must be luxury apartments. Fortunately, he still has a leg. For that money, I hope it will be worth that can of tuna for breakfast. I don't see anything of use here. I'll wait. With such prices, I'm scared it would ruin me if I take one. Mailbox of the apartment locked. Not too much work these days. I can't open it. It's locked. If I can't open it, I'll get nothing. Okay, sure. I kind of wonder, like, I do have a key, so why would I need to jump over? In the silence of the residence, the second hand is making a sinister ticking sound. Maybe it's Morse code. I'm in a hurry. I can't take any of the time or anyone else's. Sure. Ooh, more nice paintings. A couple of special paintings decorate the walls. They are scary, but intriguing. He only just got here. Stop the bleeding with the newspaper. I can't follow the tracks from here anymore. Covering its tracks. Smart. The demonic corruption has only partially clouded his mind. This machine is making little noises and it's humming. It may be used for management. And a hurry, actually. It might be information on this thing, but I'm busy at the moment. Welp. I'm still wondering what is down there. Oh well. These flowers are wilting under thick furniture. Sometimes it's quite... Sometimes I quite understand you. I could offer him these, but I'm not convinced they'll be that will reconcile us. Perish quietly. Talking to a lamp. I must still be half asleep from the millenary slumber. I really like that I can actually there's something that he has to say about everything, and I do like it that it's not just doom and gloom. I really like the tone. A doormat with the resident symbol, that's classy. Doormat, hard job, right? Oh, I forgot to wipe my shoes when I came in, how rude of me. I think it's more useful in front of the door than in my pocket. Private box for mail and messages. Need to whisper into slit I heard from. I could slide something through. I wonder could useful. Damn, I can't tell which one the attacker's room. I'd better avoid alerting the police and not go about this in a heavy-handed way. There must be something that indicates which one is the right one. Depending on the events, certain new interactions may have appeared, changed or interlocked in the actual investigation location. Don't hesitate to retrace your steps to progress. There's no way to know which one is the attacker's room. I'd better avoid causing any useless disturbance. I should find the information somewhere at the hotel. Here, Igor, if you, I knew that I would need to use it. Why was that not interested before? Igor, if you still have problems with the network, reconnect the system under the flagstone in the garden. The key is on the key holder, and check your emails then. Oh. Network machinery, what? Behind the heavy stone, a crude metallic system flashes with tiny lights, probably network connection. Okay. A client left a terrible review on the website. What the hell is the story about roaches in the shower? I told you to call the guy last week. Do you think we need to wait till the residence gets bulldozed before doing anything? And take the garbage, damn it. And answer my emails, damn it. It's not just about reading them. I won't come every week. I have a ton of other stores to deal with, okay? Have you understood that you are supposed to manage the reception and all the stuff here? Sometimes I really wonder if you don't know, if you know why I hired you. It's Niels Paul again. This week you have got 2 visitors, an American girl named Jane, I don't remember the exact name though, and a sales agent named Gregor Butani. Put the girl into the 101 and the guy in 102, and no issues with the girl, okay? The one I met last week told me that you stared at her oddly. Hello, Wise from Phantom. Oh, hello, Wise guy from Phantom. I saw where you have been Saturday evening, and I saw you drop the key for the 101. I have to say, you looked very concentrated on your job, you psycho. Hell, if you want to get the key back, meet me under the bridge after the pit. He'll negotiate the key and my eternal silence. I don't really understand what. Under the bridge, after the pit. Gregor Butani at the end of the corridor. Let's see if he's ready to collaborate if I give him his hand back. I can't actually... I can't see the map. I'm still thinking there could be like a hint to what this is. The right one, finally. Let's go, Butani. No time for discussion now. I have some questions. Sure. Hi, it's the postman. I've got a parcel for you. Don't bother, I saw your rat-like face in the window. I simply came to give you your hand back. I won't hurt you. I just want to return your hand. What, you've got my hand? You bastard, you just came to fuck with me, I knew it. Show your mark, I'll crush you like a cockroach, you're eloquent as ever I see. Well, won't you come out for that? Why do I need to come in? Don't worry, Butani, I know you're no bad man. I don't intend to harm you. Oh, so that was the wrong option? Huh, interesting. I mean, I would like it if there was an actual, oh, this angered him, so now I have to fight. But I could have had the right reaction as well. That would be much cooler, to be quite honest, but okay. If you don't open up now, I'll smash down this door and cut you into pieces. Oh, that's what I was waiting for, little runt. I'm with my friend Meat Cleaver, just behind the door. We're waiting for you. Come on, smash it down, let me introduce to you. I've warned you. You can fuse and combine items in your inventory simply by dragging them upon each other, allowing you to unlock new possibilities. However, he clearly wants his hand back. I'm sure I could use it as bait. Don't grunt at me like that. What do you mean as bait? Okay, so, like, I could smash down the door. But I think that would cost me something. So, what is it then? Jesus. Okay. How do I use it as bait? And why does it tell me to... Ooh, here, as a bird cage. That's perfect. Yeah, I'll put the why can't I actually click away now? Here, I'll put the hand into the... Okay. You can mix objects by dragging and dropping them onto one another and unlock some situations. I'm not seeing how I would do anything here. Okay. A steel bar with a solid long cable, perfect. Ideal for fishing very big fish, especially those who lack a fin. It won't go either through the lock or under the door. I'll have to find another way. What are we trying to do here? Some finely wrought frame with sculpted animals at the top. Make an effort, surely I'm not really that pale. I look terrible. The last 50 years in the next world have worn me out. Oh, I'm the crow. It's no use talking to this whelp. What, really? I don't understand what we are trying to do here. Ideal for fishing. It's more useful in front of... I'll have to find another way. Go through the locked door, and it is not going in the mirror, and it is not... And stop grunting at me. You can tell that I'm just combining with everything now because I do not understand what I'm supposed to be doing. I do not understand what you want from me. I could just break down the door, obviously, yes, sure, but... Okay, I've got no idea. Let me... So there is no saving either. Any one of you got an idea? I was thinking that we are holding it like into the mirror and he's like storming out and blah. I wonder what it opens. Oh, here. Oh my god. At least he didn't lie about it. Oh my god, that is such a stupid... Looks like you have lost the upper hand. And my sense of humor, pig face. But don't you worry, I've got enough juice to crack open that thick skull of yours. Calm down, I don't want to kill you. As I told you, I just want to ask a few questions. Questions? And a cup of tea maybe, dickhead? You've obviously been affected by something, and I want to know what. Oh, I see. You came to avenge that little whore, haven't you? Mr. Justice got a nice role. Maybe she'll let you, even let you fuck her, who knows? Well, you're totally insane. Do I look like I got a penis? At least a working one? Your pickup lines still need a little work. Are you joking? You should have seen the look on her eyes. She was just about to give herself up to me. And I'm sure she would have loved it all the way. It's your face you should take a look at. Your eyes are blood red. But let me take a guess, Butani. Those eyes weren't like this before. Is that right? You've experienced changes lately. So what? What the hell do you want to know? Spit it. Truth be told, I couldn't care less about you. I'm looking for somebody else, and I believe you can lead me to him. Just what are you talking about? Who are you? I'm looking for the kind of guy that means bad news wherever he goes.
What?
I have lost a lot of blood. My vision's all blurred, damn it. You've been talking for hours. Maybe you're right, actually. There is something wrong with me. I don't recognize myself anymore. All my life is going down the shitter. What is happening to me? Gregor, it's not too late. If you help me, you too can be mended. There's no point. I can feel it already too deep inside. Enough of this. You know what you have to do. Let's finish this. Man, that is almost sad, huh?
Sorry.
Rest in peace. Sure. You'll rest in pieces. May your soul find eternal peace. Man, clean your sword before you sheath it. While I exterminate the spawn of the devil, which we have met outside. It's dirty like the whole residence, in fact. It's not too warm in here, there's no need to open it. Talking to a window, yeah, I'll take it. Oh, Dante Alighieri's Inferno, nice. He did what he could to stop the bleeding, and he made a huge mess. Not the cleanest work I've ever seen in my life. Take a shower at a pinch, but it's not the best moment now, sure. I'll just go. The red in his eyes has dimmed while we talked. The corrupted always retain part of their humanity deep inside. Okay. I could use it in several ways, but I do have some respect for his corpse though. I mean, if it's useful. A collateral victim. I'll find the demon who corrupted you and make him suffer a worse fate, I promise. Won't even make a nice trophy. I hate killing the corrupted, even if it's often necessary. A personal safe, like in every hotel. With a little luck, there'll be some clues inside. The sheets are stained. The previous nights were eventful. I hope he didn't hurt any other girl. It's really not the right time for a nap. I have clues to find. I don't really know anymore, really. Well, some change and a bill for the mermaid smile. It comes directly from his pocket. It could be a trail. Let's see who is hiding in this bar. A bill for a mermaid smile. Perfect, okay. An Italian edition of Dante Alighieri's Inferno. Not really the book for thugs, in fact. It tells me a little bit about his psychology. Maybe it's not really a clue. I remember a couple of words in Italian, but not exactly poetic register. It's been so long I read the book. The Apostle's mission never waits. This is hell. He was hiding his important things here. Let's see what he got. Mojito, meat. Meat 18. Okay. Well, he keeps his tickets for his expenses account, and he spent the week in the Mermaid Smile. A real clue, finally. Looks like a sperm. Rodbog Gorbet simplification. What? 730%? It will be more useful for me than him now. I don't think he'll notice.
Damn.
Botani and his family. He looked like a good guy. Sad but not surprising. The same pattern repeating again and again. See you soon, Daddy. Oh, your big, beautiful head that is totally not severable from wife and a child. God damn.
What?
Ooh. A revenant? That's impossible. Ooh. Something is going wrong. A big problem. This kind of monster shouldn't exist, at least not yet. I don't understand. Usually we are sent here before the revenants appear. The dead never come back. The corruption must be extremely deep. Revenants are common monsters in the high limbos and in certain interworlds, but not here, never in the lower world. I must carry on my investigation. Might be just a coincidence, but I have to make sure. Something's definitely going wrong. Well, we must proceed. Let's resume what we have done, what we have. And normal, and then he's coming around again. Maybe, is there nothing else that you can, at least nail him to the ground, I guess? A normal father becomes an aggressive rapist, blood red eyes, vulgar, insensitive, then comes back from the dead. A picture of his family, useless. Some bills from the Mermaid Smile, a sort of hooker bar. My only clue for the moment. Oh, I almost forgot. There's this young girl that I saved earlier. She told me where to find her in town. She knows the town better than me, that's perfect. She owes me that, after all. I think she told me that she had a tattoo salon. With a little luck, she isn't asleep yet. Let's have a look. And yet, I still have this bad feeling. An eye and some sort of tentacles appeared from the wound. I'd like to see the police officer's face when he discovers that. Yeah. Should we have this? Unlike the corrupted, the revenant soul never goes to heaven. Sorry for you. Okay. I don't think that there's any time passing. And we still had something left in here. God damn it. Okay. It's quite high. If I was only a normal human, I don't think that would that I would still be crying on the ground. Let's be positive. At least you have lost some weight. Is to clear the musky smell? Sure. There was still something left in here though. God damn it. But I don't think I could have clicked it anyway, so who cares? Tattoo parlor. Let's say this looks like a tattoo parlor. Oh, this looks like a tattoo parlor. Let's go downtown. Oh, head of the statue. The statue has been destroyed. It's a symbol and must have made some people angry. Shame about this vandalism. Some people go mad wherever there's a crisis. I don't understand what is doing here. He was probably a local hero, maybe related to the history of the city. What have you done to deserve this? Its purpose looks more symbolic. No. Gustave Eiffel Square. Perhaps it's just a style. Graffiti demanding more freedom, less rules and other things. So tell me about the taste of the freedom. Ooh, hello thugs. Okay, so this is a tattoo parlor. I definitely would have thought that something like this, but I guess that's then the bar. And this is a diner. It's long, it's a diner. I don't know. I don't know why they got that image in me. Oh, shit. Oh! Well, hello there. Three dragons' mouths join to create a fountain. It's quite beautiful in a way. Is there water shortage here? What is going on? Hello, thugs. Those two are giving me some nasty looks. Classic. Yeah. I just wanted to get out of my way. What? Fuck off. Are you deaf? Oh, a drunk lad. Hello there. He's puked on a table and fallen asleep in it. That's disgusting. Excuse me, you are sleeping in your... Never mind. Good night. There's a bright yellow light coming from the room. The windows are covered in stickers. Looks like a girl's place. How's business these days? Shall I come in? Sure. Oh, facade of the shop. An old half-timbered front that looks like an old German-style house. That's unusual here. Well, not when the Germans were around. Oh, if only buildings could talk. Still open, strange. This could be of some interest. Of course I'll go in. Okay, this is definitely not what I expect. I thought this was a bar. Goods and antiquities. Soap, local produce and other typical goods. Some old stuff too, all sorts in fact. I like that I can go to other places first as well, and just like I could go to the pier and whatnot. I kind of like that. It makes me feel like it is an actual place rather than me getting strung along. I mean, for the tutorial to go back to the girl before she faints, sure, but like to look around on my own accord and to get a feel for the game, that's quite nice. And again, I really like the location. I don't see anything useful for the moment. An owl sleeps in the corner of the room. I'm wondering if it's for sale or a pet. You want to perch on my arm? I'll call you Athena. I'd love to set him free. Finally, we have found a game with good music again. A phonograph. An old phonograph, probably a collector's item. It works with vinyl records. I don't have the right type of record for it yet. His master's voice. I'd rather bring a record here instead of taking this with me. A pumpkin stares at the scene with a malevolent grin. A candle glows inside it. It's pretty. I'd like to have this for decoration. He looks like a neglected and introverted dandy. This is quite an unexpected encounter. It looks a little bit odd. Might be help in one way or another. Evening. Welcome to the Gorbei Antiquities. How long have you been doing business here? What do I sell you here? These dolls, are they your work? Yeah, what are you actually selling? At Gorbei Antiquities, we tend to sell antiques. Shocking, isn't it? I figured that out, but I don't see only antiques on your shelves. Oh, I had to broaden a little our selection, that's true. Long gone are the days where we could make a living solely through the charm of old wares, and the emotion they stirred in common folks. Don't make me cry. What? For a guy like him, that is a super weird kind of posture. That would be convenient. I also sell handkerchiefs. I'll even make it half price for you. I was saying that because I've only got one eye left. How perceptive. I really liked how they put this together. So, you're the one suing the dolls. Indeed, there's hardly a crowd in here, so it's a way of killing time. I like to give them names and vent them a story. Why am I telling you this again? Please, never mind. Oh no, it's interesting. And you? How are you killing time? Well, actually killing people. It's been a long time since I felt boredom, truth be told. That long? Yes, that would be very long. I see, so you don't even remember, do you? I think I enjoyed gardening. I think it soothed me. This building looks quite old. Is it an old establishment? Of course. And this bazaar. Now, I guess this sells better wares than the bazaar. This bazaar belonged to my forefathers before the Rotburg existed. Before Rotburg? What do you mean? That's right, mister. Before there was only Gorbei. It was quite a little. It was a quiet little fishing village, nothing more. And then fishing boats became war vessels, or titans of steel, sailing the ocean to kill or to trade useless commodities. From my earliest, well, that says useless commodities, says the guy with the antiquity store. From my earliest years, I knew this would bring us anything good. And then one day, snap, nothing left. Snap? Ah yes, some sort of crash happened, didn't it? The fish crisis, yes. Not even a mere herring 100 miles around. It's like a divine punishment. As if we weren't worthy of using the sea, of taking anything from it anymore. That may be plausible. I should confer with the higher-ups. I'm sorry, I must be over-interpreting. Never mind. Symbols? The fish, it's a symbol. You say there is a symbol in the disappearance of the fish? Oh, please. I don't have to explain everything to you, do I? Just do as the youngsters. Hit the pause button and look for a fish symbol. Okay. This square is a lot less romantic than the composer, it seems. Sure, we'll go. We'll talk to the girl, and then it is 6 a.m. So then I'll be off after that. But yeah, really nice start to the game. I'm actually enjoying myself. Heaven Crusader. Ooh, the torture chair. I can't believe that she actually still has open. That seems like I would have thought that she locked the door and just I don't know what, but strange a great mechanical arm coming out of a macabre mouth. Only the tattooer knows how to work this. Even I look happier. Make an effort. Well, sorry, miss. I first gotta use the arcade machine. It looks like a gaming machine. It's a game called Heaven's Crusader. Brings back memories. I could play again and again. Fancy a quick game. I like this place. Wait, Heaven's Crusader. AoE Fist of the Heaven's Crusader guide. Oh, Heaven's Crusader is a Diablo 3 build. There's nothing much to look at here, apparently. This chair looks like an instrument of torture. Interesting. Yeah, enough tattoos already. Which I'm hoping that we actually get to see in action. Like, whenever they are, like, they have, you know, that eye patch could be a nothing. Okay, but he has a sword, he has the tattoos, he apparently has some special power in making that sword glow, and, also his eye glowing. And, like, it feels that everything should be used. Just like I said, in Supernatural, they also have the Demon's Tattoo. Against possession, which obviously fans had to get, and now there's so many people running around with those tattoos. Never get a tattoo of a show that hasn't finished. You don't know if it starts sucking later on. The young lady I saved, she narrowly escaped the tragic destiny. She knows more than me about this town and could be a real help. Nice job. It's you. You're alive. No, don't sweat it. Did you find him? What happened? Oh, I found him. What? We had a little game of hide and seek, and then I asked him a couple questions. Then he kind of lost his head. Oh, I was scared to death, you know? Shouldn't you actually question what he just said? But who, or rather, what are you in the end? And what are you doing in the bark, on a bark in the middle of nowhere? And where did you learn to move so fast? Easy. Again with that, I don't know if I really like that one. But, I mean, he has that snarky side to him, so... Like, he's not all gruff, and he's more of a Witcher kind. I was the one coming to ask questions, actually. How did you recover, by the way? You were exhausted, almost ready to drop. That's true, yes. I was in a state of shock back then, but usually I'm quite energetic. I see. So, what's the name of this high voltage girl? I'm Vicky, but you can call me Vic, it's quicker. What about you? God damn it, those blue eyes, like even in games, they are just freaky. I can't stand blue eyes. Like, I mean, they are definitely sexy as hell, but also they freak me out. I can't look at people with blue eyes for too long. It's just no. It makes me feel nervous, and usually there's a reason to it because people with blue eyes all are psychopaths. No, I don't know. But I've actually like maybe it's just an impression you have of people that stick out with a certain look that they have, that you kind of then attribute something to their behavior. But yeah, like I've never met a person with blue eyes that was not outgoing, and energetic is definitely kind of meeting that criteria, like very open, which I'm guessing like it could impose to them being like socializers. Like, I mean, obviously you do have a kind of effect when you have blue eyes on other people, so maybe it is actually easier for them to start social interactions, and maybe they grow up to be like that. Who knows? I don't know, but it's I'm definitely imposing some of it, but this is something that I do think could very well be true. But yeah, looking into the eyes, into blue eyes is just really unnerving to me, and I don't know why. Bartholomeus. And to answer your question, your earlier questions, I'm an apostle, an immortal servant of God. I have the experience of 2 millennia of fighting and was bestowed supernatural abilities. Oh, as for the bark, it came straight from heaven. I came here to liberate this city from the demonic forces that are plaguing it. That is all. Are you joking? You don't believe me. Color me surprised. I just believe you're a bit moonstruck. You think of yourself as some kind of crusader, right? I came straight from that game over there. I mean, it's fine. You don't have to invent such a crazy explanation. After all, you're doing good work out here. I mean, bloody work at least. You can believe what you want. Actually, I had a few questions about. You have been joking, right? I guess you don't know about the prophecy of the apostles. I don't go to the movies much. When did it come out? I will clarify your mind. When the children, I mean, that is a nice exposition at least. Like I like that it was the usual, like I like that play of the usual. Oh no, they just don't believe what I'm saying, and it's just they think it's completely normal dealing when it's actually supernatural. But no, she's harping back to it, and like actually, and now she like draws out our backstory here. When the children of God will be cornered by demons, feeding from devices and enslaving them. One of the apostles will be resurrected and will come deliver them from evil. Incredible, so you really are an apostle? Yes. Then to go to heaven, you only need a bark? That's too easy.
What?
No, wait, it isn't that simple. I'm joking, silly. But if you're thousands of years old, you must have seen incredible things, to say the least. Is it true that during the Renaissance people pay to see the king go to the toilets? I mean, that is an actual thing in on the court, or in the court of Ludwig XIV in Versailles. There was like he had a room with a golden toilet, and it was like a morning duty thing, like a really that it would be reported how he shit, so that the people know that he's well and powerful and all. And it was also, while there was toilets as like for the really higher ups, there was too few toilets for the whole castle, or for the whole ordeal of because he always had large festivities there, and it was kind of a center of, like a central point of the European power, with guests always being around. And there was too many servants, too many people that did not actually have so many toilets, that it apparently happened that in like on the stairways and in corners and blah, they actually pissed everywhere and even shit there, because there was just simply not that many toilets in the castle, and the ones that they had were mostly reserved then for the very higher ups of nobility. So the servants had their own very cheap ones, or they went to the woods outwards. But the guests that were not of higher status, they actually then after the festivities, when they had to piss, they would piss just in the corners. So yeah, I have not heard that, but I could actually see how they would have a fascination that even. And the pyramids, they were built by aliens, right? And in Pompeii, were people really Vic, I don't have the time. I will answer later. Something very grave is taking place. Oh, sorry, yes, you needed help, is that right? When demons overtake the city, they put in place symptoms of corruption. Men such as your aggressor do not come from nowhere. Their insanity manifests only after having been corrupted. I must trace each demon, send them back to hell, and destroy their systems. I think I get it. But this time there's something different. See, like even in a game, it just freaks me out. Like I have an easier time looking at this eye than hers. The corruption is much too strong. I must see this through, and I would be glad to have an ally that knows the city well. Oh, of course, it's the least I can do. It's odd. I've been tasked with this mission for millennia, but this time I truly have a feeling of foreboding. Don't be let down. I'm trusting you. And if something bad happens, that was the wrong color, huh? You can count on me to call the police ASAP. Rick, how to put it? Strategically speaking, demons have everything to gain from corrupting the police in the first place. So why are they not in America? Oh, they are already through with it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. America has fallen. Actually, America has never been erected to be any closer to heaven. Meaning that if I fail, every one of you will know hell, literally. Oh crap, you are our last hope, Bartholomeus. It's Bartholomeus. Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm looking for a place called the Mermaid Smile. Does it sound familiar? Oh yes, I used to work there as a bartender before opening this place. It's on the other side of the square. The way that she looks. It's so like, yeah, of course, Mr. Savior of humanity. Of course you're looking for the stripper. Perfect. Did anything appear shady? to you during your time there. Well, the boss is trash, and all the girls weren't of legal age. It was quite seedy, but this is really surprising for a hostess bar.
Thanks.
I see. I'm off then. Thank you. Please be careful. Already, you were quick. If only. Okay, I like that I can actually ask her more that is not relevant to this. But yeah, just experiencing a little bit more of the people in the town. Also, just like walking around, that just gives me a little bit of a feeling of like, yeah, they are organically placed in this. What kind of work were you doing there? I only worked there as a barmaid, but the atmosphere was terrible, so I didn't stay there for long. The desperate-looking patrons, those poor-looking girls that do this to scrap a living, the awful owner. You get the idea. Also, you have to dress like a... No need for swearing, Rick. You're not my father. Don't make me regret saving you. What can you tell me about it then? 80 years ago, there were only a few houses here. The docks weren't even there. During the war, in the middle of the night, an enemy submarine tried to hide inside a canal. But since it gets narrow at the end, they ended up stuck. And I'm not sure what happened next. Look, the best would be to ask the bouncer. He loves to tell that story. Alright, I'll remember that. See, like if that actually becomes useful, and it's just I know it because I asked her to get some extra information because I was interested, then that is actually a great detail. I can't remember the details, but it was quite creepy. Frankly speaking, this place is cursed to me. Not surprising, a demon made it its lair. Oh, sure, I guess. But why make a bar out of a submarine? Oh, that's why it's so long. Yes, sorry. After the Depression, many people were out of work. The owner was a former sailor and a handyman. He lived in front of the wreck. One day he started fixing it up, just like that. In a few years, he turned it into quite a convivial place. It was great at first. Convivial. Ah. But after some time, I don't know, it became a bit gloomy. The depression really wreaked havoc, didn't it? Destitute women started to hang around there a lot, and then, bit by bit, happened what happened. Yeah, that seems like a corruption cycle thing. 15 years after its renovation, it turned into a hookah bar. Not the most glamorous thing. What about the owner? The one who built the Mermaid Smile. He quite a nice bloke at the beginning. But then he completely changed. How to put it? It's like his empathy was gone. He became cynical, calculating, cold, without pity. Like a demon. Actually, I was about to say just like you. You little... I'm joking, you're my favorite, Xavier. Favorite? Truth be told, I did not really have a choice. Oh, but I can let this place rot for a few more years if you want. Maybe after some more assaults you... no thanks, I'm good now. But I still like your cold and stern side. I'm off. See you later. Okay, take care. Vic worked at the Mermaid Smile. It's on the other side of the square, opposite of the tattoo shop. That's pretty close. When you can't advance, have you tried every interaction? Some hints may be hidden in the character's remarks or even in the unusual actions. So yeah, it definitely looks like more of a Satan Mammon thing. Right? But that, like, again, if it was color-coded... If it was color-coded, then it would be... Asmodee. So I don't think it is. Lights, movement, but no real life. What an atmosphere. The people shut themselves in, the only place that's just about safe and quiet. I can't see anybody through the windows, it's creepy. A lot of misery here just by taking a look at the house's bleak facades. One of those lifebuoys they have on boats. If I have to get in the water, might help, I'll think about it. Ever heard of Archimedes? It's quite heavy. I should wait if I ever need to go into deep water. They are actually quite heavy. The city looks totally derelict. I really need to do something to save the situation. Mostly abandoned and thrown out stuff. It's a dump. There's really nothing here of interest. Pricks Cassie. Well, at least it's explicit. Mermaid Smile, an enchanting place, I'm sure. Mary Madeleine, is that you? What's the point decorating my living room? I don't even have a home. We could have taken a cool poster. We could take... I definitely would, actually. I mean... Why not take this? If you're liberating this city, you might as well. I can't imagine what's inside. What's the password? I'm listening. Password, Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? I think you knocked at the rock door, mate. Take a look at the girl up there on the signboard. Is she making the sign of the cross to you? Indeed, I should have suspected something. Alright then, get out of here. No pass, no puss. We're not letting any bombs in. It seems I don't have much success with doors recently. It looks like you need a password to get there. Blah blah, character introduction. I can pay. Interesting. Unfortunately, you'll still need a password to come in. What? Gotta say, we can't let just anyone come in here these days. You'll understand if you get in. I fear the worst. Alright then, get out of here. Yeah. Nah, but well tried. Looks indeed like Alibaba and 40 sleazebags. Okay. I just wanna try everything first. Don't you recognize me? I'm the King of Congo. Open this door at once. But would you have opened the door if it was true? Nope. But if you would like to get some advice, the password isn't in Bantu. wasn't expecting such a degree of corruption. Revenant, how the hell is that possible? So why don't I know about the password? I need a password to get in. Do you know it? Provided it hasn't changed, it should be Paradise Lost. But wait, can't you simply crush the door and beat up the bouncers with your superpowers? I'd like to, but in practice, it's the worst possible approach. I have to discreetly identify the demon and understand how it spreads its corruption in order to eradicate it thoroughly. Simply killing him is not enough. I see, and if he resists? Demons are master of subversion, but aren't physically very strong. I feel like this is almost like my gamified brain just not accept. Like, I was looking at it and I talked with her already. So like I got an information, and I was kind of like, wait, why is that not coming in handy? Oh, that's bad. But then at the same time, why would I go back to her? That feels so wrong in a game to then just go back to the person you just talked to. But I'm guessing that is just like a point and click logic thing, because it does happen quite a lot with those games. But yeah, it feels weird. Like as if you have to get that clue from, digging around in the trash somewhere or having to figure out something special. But in this case, I could say it like, oh, I wouldn't have gotten another lead because there was nothing that actually gave me any hint that I could have interacted with anything. Demons are masters of subversion, but aren't physically very strong. Besides, they don't know I'm coming for them. They are entities whose profound nature doesn't change, but whose memories do not survive reincarnation. Good then. Please find and dispose of this trash. I will, but with discretion. It would make things much more complicated if I allowed it to run away. Oh, I almost forgot. Here, take this. Is that thanks for saving you? I'm very touched. No, you dummy. I borrowed it from the mermaid smile, but never gave it back. If you could say hi to my friend Jade, the current barmaid, and give it back to her, you'd be a doll. I should be able to do that, yes. Does Madam require anything else? God damn it. Well, yes, actually. I think the owner took one of my favorite hairpins, and I never had the guts to ask him to give it back since. A worthy task, at last. I'll try, but I can't guarantee anything.
Thanks.
Alright, I have a city to rescue. Thanks for the password. Don't forget, it's Paradise Lost. But we will do that tomorrow. Vic asked me to return to a barmaid. Useful in various situations. Yeah, that definitely feels gamified. Like, here's a wrench. Give it to the barmaid. Like, of course I'm not gonna use it for that. Honestly, I would like to continue, but yeah, my voice is already... I've been streaming for 8 hours today at least. So, I have fulfilled my quota and it is getting late again. So tomorrow, we're then gonna start earlier, so that we can also start this earlier. But yeah, I actually do have to say, I'm gonna play the Lux Obscuris game, and it's gonna be an absolute misery fest, and oh, it's horrible. I actually like this one being a bit, well, how should I say it? Like, I like that it doesn't actually play it fully straight. Sometimes it does feel, like I said, a little bit gamified, like with the wrench and the interactions that we have had with her. But at the same time, it adds a charm to it where, yeah, it is a dark story and yeah, violence and gore. But does it always have to be like the worst thing ever? Because it always feels so flat. Even in Grim Dawn, where it's just an ARPG and there's, like, I mean, you're just plowing through monsters. Still, it felt like, yeah, so much grim dark stuff. And then in one of the expansions, they finally added a character that had a little bit of a cheerful attitude still, because they were a competent fighter and they were seeing it as like, yeah, well, we are still doing good here. And that is already enough. Like, just, if nobody has hope in a world, why are they not just all killing themselves and be over with it? So yeah, like, you need to have something that is actually making it worthwhile to still existing in a world, especially like in Grim Dawn, where everything is overrun. No, you do have those people now that you can actually help and make stuff better. And it feels in this as well. Like, he has faith in the Lord, he has faith in his powers. He has been doing this for quite a long time. And so he does know that it's not like on one conversation that, you know, like, the world will end if I don't, in this millisecond, do this or that. But no, the night is young and sure. Like, actually talking with some people and building up some connections for a case where you might actually need information is making sense. Even though he doesn't actually necessarily care about the girl or anything, but I mean, does he always want to be stuck around monsters? No, obviously not. Like, when he's still unlike the monsters and the demons and the corrupted, he still has a mind to actually differentiate what he's doing it for, not just the word of God, but that he's actually then here on a mission to save others, and even has a mind for the corrupted, that they are poor souls when they are lost, that he tried to talk out the first corrupted guy. I like that. I like it that he actually, like, because, hey, God is hope. So why not actually bring that to the case then? Anyways. I don't know how loud this will be. You know what? We might just go in to check how loud it is. If I need to turn down the volume for tomorrow. What's up, handsome? Did God forget to whisper you the password during your prayer time? Lost paradise. Sorry, but this has long since changed.
What?
I'm joking, come in. Hilarious. Sometimes I really wonder if you're worth saving. What you say? Nothing. Yeah, this is too loud. Oh, hey, little dwarf bouncer. Okay, this will be louder down there, but nah. Okay, an adult show entitled The Final Purge sounds nicely subtle and delicate. For lighting a fire if necessary. Me too, I have my own show called The Final Purge, but that's another story. I'll take it. I could hang it up in my living room, but unfortunately I haven't gotten one. Why then? Why then did you already twice point out God damn it, that you don't want to hang it up in your living room? Oh, the black hole. Perfect. Dildos and torpedoes. Why is the game not called that? We are playing the Blind Prophet. I'm guessing he actually doesn't see anything. Like his the eye that he is showing why it is glowing is that he sees the demon corruption. But he's actually not seeing the world, and his seeing eye is under the eye patch. Map of the sub. There's all the info about the sub. Dimensions, missions, equipment. This could be useful depending on what I'm looking for. The war machine like this must have lots of secret. It's a bit sordid, but at least shows imagination. Handy if I ever need a nightmare. Would there be many takers for this horny thing? They're not the kind of cigars you can buy in a cornerstone. I don't smoke and I don't drink, but I'm a real killjoy. Well rolled. I'll take some. They belong to the dwarf. Hello, dwarf. Not very impressive for a bouncer. I'm sure he could squeeze into a tight space, but I'm not sure he would be willing. I'll take him. I'm afraid you're only too willing. What's up, Adonis? Tired of women, perhaps? I beg your pardon. Alright, alright. Nobody ever wants to play with me, it looks like. Are you really a midget? Or just a small man? What are you smoking? Those, my tall friend, are genuine cigars from Latin America. Nowhere else can you find any with such an aroma, with such texture. The smoke of these things is just like whipped cream. Want some? It's my pleasure. No thanks, I was just curious. Well, when I'm already curious, are you really a midget or just a small man? I'm a real midget with a big heart. For real, mate. I don't look like it, but I'm a sensible person. I like taking care of people. Be polite. Give pleasure to strangers. Please stop looking at me this way. Boo. Yet again, I'm left on the shelf. No, don't worry. I'll come back for you. Could you tell me the story of the mermaid smile? Oh, I love that one. It was 20 years ago, during the war. Wait, 20 years? I thought this was way longer. I thought we were talking about Second World War. One night, an enemy submarine rushed into Gore Bay's canal. They wanted to hide there, but little did they know the canal got narrower after a point. Just like my... Please keep going. So, when the Allies took the city the next morning, they got the entrance of the stuck submarine. And then, after 100 doors, the door finally opened and only one member of the crew came out of a dozen men. It was the cook.
Damn.
Heavens. I love that story. I've got stuff to do. Alright, see you later, love. Yeah, that is a pretty dark story, I guess. Hey, Blondie, you can't come in with a huge metallic thing. I guess that is fair. I see. Like that one, for example. Wait, are we actually... Hey, that was ours. Where did you get that from? Jade, is it? Vic sent me to give it back to you. She also says hi. Wait, I'm not using the wrench to actually have like wrench things that are needing to be done with it. What? that breaks my mind. How do I have a wrench in a point and click game and I'm not using it for wrench things? That was unexpected. That's nice of her, but we didn't wait for her before buying a new one. Well, now you have your own personal wrench, I guess. She can keep it. I'm sure she'll find a good use for it. So I am gonna use it for doing wrench things. Thank you. I was so confused for a moment, but finally my gamer sense actually do prevail. I'll bring it back then. She also, and now we are not using it either. We are literally bringing it back. Oh man, that would be awesome. I'll bring it back then. She also said that I shouldn't have problems keeping this toy with me. But why are you prancing around with that thing? You think you're a gladiator or what? It's for the attention. Honestly, didn't we say we don't want to go in like slaying people because we need to be a little bit more discreet and I don't know if the demons actually or the devices there are not actually able to tell. I mean, the first one, when being a revenant is a big thing, he couldn't actually tell that I was an apostle, so I guess... Well, it's my bodyguard. It scares werewolves, vampires, and bankers. It didn't scare Rick, apparently. Well, yeah, what are you insinuating? Oh, come on, relax. Yeah, I like that this is also not such a big... Oh, yeah, we are having a dark, gloomy, like... Oh, what are you searching for, you stranger thing? But no, we're actually having a talk. That's nice. Alright, keep it. Another one with blue eyes. We're keeping an eye on you anyway. We? You mean Shark Boy over there?
Thanks.
I'll be as good as gold. I like you. You want a drink? Well, apparently that is something that just happens to me. Thanks, I don't drink. Weirdo. But I like it. Usually there's only drunkards in here. It's good to see some new blood. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if I do have blood. The pleasure is mine. By the way, Wick asked me to recover something the owner borrowed from her. Do you know where he is? Yep, just across the dance floor on the right. But be careful, he's in quite a bad mood today. I don't know if I really would want to work for a guy that is basically halfway possessed by a demon. I'll make sure to be persuasive. Yeah, check the shark. A shark skeleton for a lampshade. It really sets the tone. I'll bet you have sunk a few with that smile. Jaws indeed, a real bear trap. I can't reach it, but that he wants to take. Hey sailor. A sailor accompanied by two young ladies. He looks kind of busy right now. Look at that, ain't it great what beautiful fish you can catch in these parts? Charming. It's my first time in here, how does it work? Easy, you grab a drink and those little mermaids hop right into your net. I can imagine the rest. Sure you can, for a bill. They take you to a room and they're all yours. Anything I want. Hands free, any position, screaming, with a whip, a stool. Even with a dead fish, if you feel like awakening the fisherman in you. I'm seasick just by thinking about it. Let it loose, mate. You're the captain. You give the orders. Ah, I see, I see. He is the most sailor-looking sailor guy I has ever sailed. To be frank with you, I feel like I've already tried everything, you know? I need more than that. Ah, yeah, I also feel like that sometimes. I guess you can't escape it after a point. Yes, I never feel truly satisfied anymore. I have to push the limits every time. Yeah. Wait, what are you talking about exactly? I'm not exactly green for that thing. I need more than just diddling some teenagers. What I like is making them scream, you see? When you feel their fear. I see. Most of all, when they are not faking it. If you see what I mean. But, you mean, but they'd be... Well, I have to say, I like it too when it goes a wee bit overboard. That's right. That's what I thought. Hey, patch guy, don't give him any ideas. Yeah, they are already rough, so don't make it worse. Children, flee from this dark place at once, dear heavens. Whoa, don't make them dry up, mate. Listen, dude, you may be here for fun, but we are kinda scratching a living here, right? Alright, yeah, my debt ain't gonna repay itself. So, be kind and piss off. The boss is in the office across the dance floor. I'm going to pay a little courtesy call. Okay, we are gonna talk with Jade tomorrow. But I like that the music is not so deafening as I thought it would be. I do have to say. Okay, so. I might actually do it this way, because his grunting is a little bit annoying. Okay, so. Tomorrow, we'll continue. I'm having fun with this. Actually, I'm having so much fun with it that I might play something else, just to see if it holds up, so that I don't get that I don't fall into a slump when I'm done with this. But yeah, actually, love me some story games. What can I say? All of the other games have been kind of disappointing. I mean, I enjoyed Magicraft somewhat, but yeah, Titan Quest was annoying as fuck, and we can't even play. Well, we could play Eternal Embers, but I would have to start a completely new character, so I don't want that. I wanna say. Oh. So Death Must Die still does not have an update. That is relatively sad. What are we gonna play then? I wanna say. I wanna try. Yeah, I think we'll try the Metropolis Lux Obscura, or hey, we could play some children's game before that, or I have another one, Kamifuda, which is kind of a card playing game, but also kind of a like magical academy talking thing. So that might be fun to actually do. Oh, and let me actually look this up, because I'm interested. Has Ars Gothica actually made something else? Yes. Okay, so they have made Hellslave. Can I maybe play the video? Would that be possible? Oh my god, Steam and their video player. It's just so shit. Yeah, don't ask me. Don't ask me. Okay, so there's a gameplay. I actually hoped that I would find another. I don't know. What is Steam? Are you sure you're fine? Are you working? Okay, well. Honestly, like, I mean, it looks okay, but I don't think it actually looks as good as what I'm playing. It also looks like something completely different. Very weird. Okay. Oh, wait. Let me see that. Can I please? There we go. That looks like our dude, right? And that one definitely looks freaky. Also blue eyes for some reason again. Pit games. That is a lot of publishers, and it is also self-published. But yeah, really good. The art is incredible, but the puzzle and writing are rather uninteresting. The biggest issue with the game is that interaction wheel. Just a waste. Truly believe a total detriment game for its addition. There should be a reason to talk. There should be no reason to talk to an inanimate object, which is 99% percent of what you'll be clicking on. You also can't take most items, which makes sense, but that means the choice is pointless to have. And I actually said I like it because I mean, even if it doesn't really make sense, but it's just like, oh yeah, some snarky comments here and there, and just extra information about stuff. It kind of feels nice to not be limited to one interaction. It's basically like looking at an item from different angles. There are typos. I gotta agree with that. Well, then there is the comment, definitely the best point and click game I've ever played. I don't know about that, but let's actually see about it. From what I can gauge from the reviews, it should be like between 5 and 10 hours that I'm seeing here. Which I don't think that, for me, usually 5 to 10 hours means more like 10 to 15. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll play we'll play more of this and another story game, depending on how my voice holds up. But quite frankly, I have not found a good gameplay game, if you if you know what I mean, to play right now. We still have the Adventurer's Guide, which I started last time, and we still have Black Book. So maybe that is something, because I said I wanted to actually play Black Book at some point. Um, because we started it and then we played like 2 hours or 1.5 hours, and then I never played again. So I have to start it again. Then I did not want to start it again after just like half a year. So, but by now it is long enough that I don't actually really remember what it was about. So it feels kind of. And then if Death Must Die does come out at some point, maybe still when we can stream, then yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Anyways, have a good one.